How's it going, guys, and welcome to 4MR Ranch. So if you've been following the channel, you obviously have noticed I've kind of gone all in on night vision content, but one thing I have not covered yet is how do I store, transport, or otherwise protect my night vision devices? Well, what you see before you here is the answer to that question, and that is the field deployment pouch from Warhammer Armaments. Now, this is not just a pouch. We're going to get into what makes it special and how crazy the testing that's been done to this is, but just showing you some variations here. Here is the large size. You immediately see that this is not your average pouch. In fact, there is 6 different layers starting from hard to soft as you work your way from outside in that helps distribute energy. Now, on that note, and just jumping right into it for those of you that have ADD and want all the answers up front, what has this thing been done to test and vet that this is actually that great at protecting your devices? Well, I personally put an egg inside here and I dropped it from 16 feet height onto a hard surface, and the eggshell didn't crack. Looked just as it did prior to the drop. All right, so we have the, apologies for the wide angle, vertical, I know it's cringy, but we have what I'm gonna guess to be about an 18-foot drop, and I will annotate the actual measurement, but just to show you guys, it's crazy I have to do this to show you I'm not manipulating. Empty pouch. Have the just an egg, so it's just one. There's no air in the bag, adding cushion. It's in a Ziploc bag in case I'm waging my bet the wrong way. Gonna show you I'm zipping it up. Gonna start my high-speed camera and gonna drop it. So here we go. Straight from the top of the rail. Trying to leave this all as a one take. Egg is completely intact. That doesn't protect your nods, I don't know what will. Now, logically, it's going to take less force to crack an eggshell than it would to damage your housing. So logically, you are super protected, and that's very impressive. Now, the owner of Warhammer Armaments, the guy behind all the magic of this field deployment pouch, believes in his gear so much that he actually put real devices, over $100,000 worth of different devices, kicked it around like a football, threw it in the ocean. Yes, that's right, this will float. So not only is it gonna protect you from drops and impacts, but it's also a flotation device. Well, why would you have night vision on a boat? Well, if you have night vision, you know it's awesome. You want to bring it everywhere you possibly can. And now, because of the field deployment pouch, you have that much less to worry about. So this is the small or PVS 14 size. Obviously, it's going to fit PVS 14s like a glove because that's what it's designed for. But I want to point out that with like something like a thermal clip-on or night vision clip-on, you have the option to run that as well. So high quality zippers, high quality stitching, everything about it is high quality. Because this is made by people who use their gear in the field, and it's designed for people who plan to use their gear in the field. Speaking of, you can attach it to bags, backpacks, cases, cummerbunds, belts, whatever, so that if you want to stow this on your person or equipment, you are still protected, you're good to go. So a little bit more about Warhammer Armaments and why I'm so impressed by not only the product, but the reason I also want to bring this to your attention is because as a company, they're phenomenal. They don't necessarily care about making the most profit. They are more focused on getting quality equipment to quality people. And I don't want to sound, corny or cheesy, but after getting to know them a little bit more as a company, they are doing the absolute right thing. It is a veteran-owned and operated company, by the way, should that be of importance to you. Now, getting back to their field deployment pouch a little bit more, I will remove this insert so you can see inside a little bit better. Like I said, it is designed by operators for operators. You notice that there's even a lanyard point inside. So if you are going to be really, really extreme with your gear, and this is a potential concern where you're gonna be doing stuff so hardcore that you don't want your device to even fall out, you can actually tether it within the pouch. So like I said, they really have kind of thought of everything. Of course, you do have your, a basic storage pouch here for auxiliary accessories, batteries, you name it. But while I have the insert removed, you see it's not just a pouch. There's also padding here. Everything is super, super well zipped. well-built bar tacks on potential rip points. I mean, they did everything that they possibly could to make this the most rugged pouch you can ever imagine. Now, it's only gonna get better because they're actually currently working on also adding a optional Faraday insert. So not only will your devices be protected from drops, impacts, falls, water or marine environments, but you will also be protected from potential EMPs. So I don't know what else you can ask for in a pouch. They have really thought of all of it. And like I said, this is what I'm currently using to protect my personal devices that I'm using for the channel. So this is truly what I'm using, guys, and I wanted to bring some awareness, especially since I just admire them so much as a company. Now, speaking of, if you are interested in learning more about them and their offering on their website, so all the different color and size combinations, I will have a link to their site in my link tree in the description. So just want to make you aware of that. Now, they will give you a discount on this if you use code 4MR, and no, that's not an affiliate link. I'm not going to get any kickback or commission, but you will get free shipping and I believe $10 off a field deployment pouch if these are of interest to you. And one last administrative note is that Night Vision Devices Inc., or NVD for short, who happens to be the third largest night vision system manufacturer in the US, is actually shipping all their devices with the FDP. So if you buy a device from them, you'll notice you'll get a rebranded FDP, which is pretty cool. Again, them being the third largest in the US shows that this thing is a serious pouch if a large distributor like that is taking it seriously enough to ship it with all their orders. Now, beyond that, like I said, they are all about getting good devices in the hands of good people. They wanted to take it a step further, and if you use NVD4MR as a discount code, the first person that uses that is actually gonna get about $1,900 off MSRP on a MH1. So you're gonna get $1,900 off roughly on the device. So they are basically gonna sell one of those at cost to the first lucky person that wants to use that code. If you are in the market for some new cutting edge duals, jealous for you guys if you beat me to that. So without diving into the weeds any further here, like I said, this is what I am personally using. It's made by a company, a veteran owned company that I've really come to admire. There is a growing relationship with them, so full disclosure, I plan on partnering with them on some content to come. They sell a lot of things for really fair prices, to include night vision devices. They have a lot of duals on their site. That will be in the link tree below, but their field deployment pouch is probably the most impressive protective case I have ever seen for devices like this, and it's what I'm currently using. So that's all I have for you guys on this one. I want to thank you for taking the time to stop by the 4MR Ranch channel, and as always, guys, have a good one.